Hi, I'm Eleni, and I'm here with another couple of triads. In this instance, this is with a professional services company where a team leader, who's an executive in the firm, notices that things really need to change in her organization. She works for a big organization that's hierarchical and patriarchal, and even though they have done a lot of things to distribute power, so it's not really strict hierarchically, but it has the tones of boss knows better or do what your boss says or this kind of mentality that she notices and she wants to shift. But she also sees that in order to survive and thrive in today's new market, she needs to do things differently. So what she does is decides that innovation is a good idea. So this is her triad. She needs to spark innovation. She wants to do it. She knows she'll what she needs to do. She's a bit anxious, but she's not sure how to do it. But she's also responsible for delivering profits and also new products. So it's kind of like deliver the profits with the old ways and experiment, or deliver profits with new ways, and she's not sure how to do it yet. She feels anxious and excited, open and scared, a mix of feelings. But what she does, she stays resourceful and she hires an innovative team. She does new things. She uses the experiment mode to stay open. And she watches really carefully for results because she really still needs to deliver on profits. Fair enough. She hires a team. This is one triad for the whole team. I just want to make sure that you know that a triad doesn't represent many people necessarily, but it can, because many people feel the same way. It may not represent every thought, feeling, and behavior, but it's the general thing. So her team then feels so excited. I'm hired to innovate. I'm hired to bring new ideas. I'm trusted knowing that I can help the organization. I'm excited to do it, right? Energized, excited, open, enthusiastic. And then as behaviors, they look for problems, what doesn't work so they could innovate on it, or they constantly question the status quo. They identify new approaches, they share their results, and they feel very resourceful, right? So you can imagine a team who has these triads, a team leader and a team, is really in sync. They're in alignment as to what to do, like bring new ideas, do things new ways to see what could come out of this experimental mode, and then shift the business slowly to something more interesting. Fair enough. So you'd wonder why, from such fabulous alignment, how could things go wrong? And this is the interesting part. Okay, so this team starts to look for what doesn't work, question the status quo, experiment, share results, etc. And then what happens is this person starts to feel differently. The anxious and scared kind of intensify. The open and excited start to feel more closed. And so this person could easily start to feel, wait, everything we've been doing, you're criticizing. This person could feel criticized. Could feel out of control. Wait, everything, even though she's hired people to do that, and she felt the same, certain way, things shift. So suddenly, because they're questioning everything, they're rigorous, they go everywhere, they talk to everyone, she starts to feel out of control. Like, she doesn't know who they're talking to. She just talked to a colleague in the hall, and the colleague told her they were talking to people she didn't know about, and she felt embarrassed, as if she should know everything her staff is doing. So it's now starting to bump into her assumption of what it means to be a leader, what it means to be in control, what it means to be safe, what it means to be doing things in an open way. She starts to question it, not necessarily consciously. These feelings come in reactivity. It's like a sudden thing. It's as if here's the emotion and here you are. Like there's no space, there's no distance to see it from here. That's why you go to the Acropolis, one of the human-centric leading tools. You create distance from the emotion and from how you're going to behave. But sometimes it's really fast. So imagine you've been successful for 25 years, you're head of a large professional services organization or one of the major departments. You have a sense of what has worked well for you. That has created your confidence. And you're noticing that in the new workforce consciousness, people have less respect for hierarchy. They want to be able to make impact even if they're young. They want, people want to be purposeful. Even at 20 years old, they don't want to wait until they're 50 or 60, whatever the age is, or 30 or 40, whatever the age is, but to be a senior executive. They want to be able to do it immediately so they have agency. They take on innovative as if it's their job and it's their purpose in life to help this organization shift. And you can imagine this person's like, wait, who am I? If you guys are going all over the organization and I don't even know what you're doing, who am I? Am I in control? Do I know what I'm doing? If my boss asked me what my team was doing, would I know everything? Or would I always be scared? I asked them and they didn't tell me everything. So this person starts to shift her triad, whether she realizes it or not. And that's the issue, when sometimes we don't realize our triads are changing. She starts to feel out of control. She feels to start like her staff is criticizing her because she might notice or not notice that she's linked her identity, who she is, to what she does and the results she's been able to consistently bring or generate. And now those are a little bit too close together. And so when her staff, who's hired to question and to innovate, starts questioning and innovating, and then this person feels criticized and out of control, what do we do when we're criticized and out of control? We start to defend. So then her behavior starts defend, maybe control. So slow down the speed of the team. It's going too fast. I feel out of control. My boss asked me something. My colleague made a joke and I feel like I'm out of control. I feel scared, so I defend, I convince it should be this way and not that way. And suddenly I'm behaving and feeling in a different way, which means thinking in a different way. I don't have space to write it, but I'm thinking I'm out of control. I'm thinking I don't know where we're going with this. I'm thinking I should be able to know everything. I'm thinking a leader knows everything. New thoughts